Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Jonathan and it's Sunday. I apologize for this brief interruption of your normal scheduled program to bring you the news that I understand that it is not Sunday. The video is late. What I meant to say was any day that ends in Y. Wrapping up the week, getting ready to start a new one. I figure it's a good time to have a drink. I got some gin and tonic. Share it with you guys and let's talk about the Galaxy S9, why you shouldn't buy it, and instead buy the S9 Plus. The very first thing you're gonna notice when you walk into the store and you're trying to decide which one to get and you're saying to yourself, which phone should I get? Well, the S9 Plus is going to stand out at you because it has two cameras versus the one found on the S9. The S9 Plus actually adopted the same camera system that the Note 8 offers, which is a standard wide-angle lens combined with a telephoto lens to give you live focus, which is portrait mode on Galaxy devices. Unfortunately, you're not gonna get that with the S9. Since you don't get that telephoto lens with the S9, you're also not gonna get the 2x optical zoom, which is pretty cool if you're trying to capture something from a distance. The next reason why you may not wanna buy the Galaxy S9 is because it only has 4 GB of RAM compared to the 6 GB of RAM found on the S9 Plus. Now that might not sound like a big deal, but I've been using the Note 8 for a while now, and I gotta say that extra 2 GB of RAM goes a long way, and it gives you a lot of performance. To go along with the increased RAM, you're also gonna get more storage. So with the S9, you're getting a baseline of 64 GB of internal storage. Now, granted, they both have micro SD cards, but with the S9 Plus, you're given 128 GB of onboard storage. Again, that may not be a big deal for a lot of people because some people use micro SD cards, but I can tell you the internal storage of these phones is much faster than any SD card you put in it. Next, let's talk about battery life. I said it last year, I'm gonna say it again this year. If you want the best battery life and the overall best experience, get the Plus model. Steer clear of the standard model. The S9 is not gonna have that good of battery life compared to the S9 Plus. You're looking at 3,000 milliamp hours, which is the same as last year for the S9, and 3,500 milliamp hours for the S9 Plus, again, the same as last year. And I'm gonna tell you from experience, if you need your phone to last you all day, the Plus model is the way to go. Lastly is a no-brainer. If you want the bigger display, get the Plus model. The Plus model has that 6.2-inch size display that we saw on last year's model, while the S9 still has that 5.8-inch form factor that we saw on last year's model. Again, both of these displays are really big. I don't think that should be a major deciding factor, but some people just really want the biggest and best display they can get, and that's why you gotta get the Plus model. Now, I will say the S9 display is going to be sharper because it has a PPI of 570 versus the 528 PPI found on the S9 Plus, but just being real here, you're not gonna notice that big of a difference. If you guys are still watching this video, I'm sure a lot of you guys are saying, of course you're gonna get a better phone because you have to spend more money. And I do agree with you because on paper, you're spending an extra $120. However, for people here in the United States and several other countries all across the world, you could be put on a payment program since Samsung offers their own financing and it's only $5 extra a month. That's really not that big of a deal. Sure, I do see where you're coming from when it comes to spending more money, but $5 extra a month to get a much better phone that will last you an extended period, to me, is worth it. But ultimately, it comes down to what you guys think. And what do you think? Do you think the S9 is better than the S9 Plus and I am totally wrong? Or are you gonna cop the S9 Plus? Let me know down in the comment section or hit me up on social. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, stick around by subscribing. If you're already a subscriber, make sure you turn on those notifications so you can be alerted when videos drop. Make sure you hit that like button as it does help out the channel. And of course, I'll talk to you in the next one.